Let us now adjust our sitting posture until we feel comfortable. Relax the whole body and let us take a few deep breaths. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, relax. With a little smile always. We are here together to cultivate mindfulness, calmness, and wisdom. We are here to spend our energy and our time to develop important qualities to put the end to ignorance. We try to replace ignorance with realization of truth. So the mechanism of unhappiness in life will finish. So the mind will be free from unhappiness. And the freedom from unhappiness is called nirvana or nibbana. The other way to stop unhappiness in life, most of them are just temporary technique. For example, when we are stressful, we may go to see a movie. When we worry a lot, we may go to do shopping. All these techniques help us temporarily. After the movie finishes, after shopping finishes, that unhappiness comes back again. Because the origin of problems still here, it keeps on producing that mechanism. So for this week, we aim to remove that origin of unhappiness. And to replace ignorance, we need that quality of wisdom, the realization of truth. And the realization of truth comes from calmness of mind and the right technique to use calmness of mind to observe, to look at this body and mind and to see the true nature of this body and mind. So there are two words, look at and see. Look at something long enough, carefully, then we can see. So we always use these two words in everyday life. If we don't understand anything, we study it by looking at it carefully, mindfully, until we see how it works. Then we understand. The action of looking at is a work of samadhi, concentration of the mind. Because we need to look at something long enough, and we call it observing. Long enough to allow this consciousness to adjust and readjust its focus. Looking at one object long enough must have that patience, must have that effort, must love to look at, must feel entertained to watch, to observe, must not feel bored, must not be distracted by the other challenges or temptation. Must be like laser point. All these qualities can be achieved by the first 4 stepping stones. We know as we are breathing in, we know as we are breathing out. We are aware that that is short breath. We are aware that that is long breath. We experience the different impact to this body from these 2 different kinds of breath. So we select to refine the breath. And we can be aware of what thoughts distract the mind. Is our consciousness is here? Or is this consciousness jumping around? Or this consciousness is very tired and sleepy? Identify the problems. 5 hindrances. And apply appropriate technique to counteract such distracting thoughts. For example, loving kindness meditation, or open eyes, look at visual objects. As we apply additional techniques to remove hindrances, we still breathing in and out mindfully. If such combination techniques work, those distractions disappears and the breath becomes clearer, deeper, smoother. The smooth breath indicates that we are on the right path. Maintain such practice until our consciousness learns the new mechanism and strengthen this mechanism to stay focused on the breath. So we take the breath as a play, as an exercise, as a practice. Stay focused on the breath. Now, during this moment, we establish our communication to our own consciousness. Now we learn the tactics, how to bring this consciousness to the calmness. And the tactics include sweet technique or challenging technique. It's like parents, like mother and father, train a little boy or little girl with love, unconditional love. Sometimes parents need to do sweet talk for the little boy and girl to follow instruction. But sometimes parents need to be very direct, even punish. So the little boy and little girl can behave correctly. So good parents need both techniques, sweet talk and direct talk. And parents know when is the right time to exercise power. Loving kindness is like sweet talk to this stubborn consciousness. But once consciousness never stop jumping, so we may need to use very harsh talk, direct talk, like reflect on decay of the body, gray hair, wrinkled skin, or even reflect on death. That is very direct talk to this stubborn consciousness. So this consciousness act like a parent. At the same time, this consciousness is like that little boy, little girl. So it sounds like we have two kinds of consciousness happen at once. Actually, it is the same consciousness, but in different occasions, different moments. One consciousness, as a parent, trained the baby consciousness. And the outcome is the baby consciousness follows the instruction of the parent. Only that the parent consciousness can teach new things to this baby consciousness. So we apply those additional techniques of meditation to remove distraction until the breath is deep and smooth. And that is how the parents already established the communication to the baby. Next time, a wise parent will take less time to convince the baby consciousness to be in the present moment. Maintain such communication, maintain such relationship. It makes the practice much easier. And this is called effort. Effort, endurance, persistence. The water in that train. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, relax with a little smile.